What's up, guitar legend? Sam Wild here. We're looking at Don't Stop Me Now today by Queen. Such a fun song to play. It's actually really easy if you just keep it simple, which I'll show you how to do. Have a look at this tab. We're going to be working through tab for the whole of this video just to make things easier, but I will also write the chords in for those of you that just want to see the chords. There's a play along at the end of this video, so once we get through this, you can try and play along with me, play along with the whole song, all right? So have a look at the structure, all right? We're gonna start with the intro. Now the intro is actually just played by a piano on the song, so you don't have to play here, but I will show you what the chords are anyway, all right? And you can sort of play behind. So for the intro, you can play with a more clean sound. Okay, so there's not as much crunch going on for the intro. But when we get to the other parts, we will add a bit more distortion. If you're on acoustic, obviously, it doesn't matter, really doesn't matter. But for electric, start a little cleaner for the intro. Now, let's just break this down slowly. The first chord is F. Okay, now you don't have to play this particular version. You can play an easier version if you want to, like this. You can also play this version. I just played the full chord with thumb in the bass. All right. Now you can hear the piano sort of twinkling away, so you can add things if you want. Just add some high notes. So you can add little things if you want to, okay, just by picking the extra strings. But as the piano's doing all that anyway, you could just play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it nice and simple. All right, so the second chord is A minor. Have a look at this diagram. For any chord you don't know, just pause the video, practice it a little bit. All right, second chord we have D minor. You can use the third or the fourth finger here on the B string, makes no difference. Then we have G minor. Okay, now you can play a bar chord. That can be quite difficult, particularly on the acoustic, so here's another version you can do instead. Next we have C major, nice easy chord there. Then we're going to go back to F again. Then we have F7. So the only difference here is we now have this flat 7 underneath. That gives it that vibe. So it's the part that goes. So if that F7 is a struggle for you, don't worry too much about it. You can just play F anyway. It'll still fit. For B flat, we can use the same shape as our F major shape here, with the thumb over the top for our B flat shape, or do a bar chord like I do. We go back down to G minor again, then D7 to C, so don't stop me now. And then we add this outro phrase. All right, so the next part is gonna go, don't stop me now. Don't stop me, cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. It brings us into the verse. So we're following the vocals, bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 cause I'm having a good time. So start with G5. Okay, the simplified version, you could just use first finger and third. So you don't have to use the fourth finger. But I tend to for the song if the bass is on the E string. So first finger fret 3, third finger fret 5 on the A string. Okay, that's your basic version. You can add the fourth finger here underneath the third finger if you want to make it a little bit bigger. Alright, now we do G, F, C, G. So fret 3, fret 1, 3 on the A string. So this first shape we just moved down. But here, what I like to do is bring the first finger down a string for C5. So third fret on the A string. Pinky is still on 5th fret of the D string. Okay, that's why it's good to have the pinky, because then when you go down to the A string power chords, the pinky's already kind of there. So it's just the first finger that has to adjust depending on which chord it is. So we have G, F, C, G. So the timing goes like this, 2, 3, 4. Don't stop me now. And again, don't stop me 'cause I'm having. So on the word having, that's when we're going to come into the next bit. But if you want to add in a little trick here, we can go, don't stop me now. We can copy the piano. So you kind of have to, as soon as you play the G power chord, bring it into a bar chord. You can kind of push in the first finger with the second finger, so you got two fingers helping to push in this bar chord. Alright, so it's gone from a power chord to a full-on bar chord. Just for this bit. That's why it says G minor. You don't have to do this, guys. You can just play. Keep it basics. Alright, but if you want to add this in, we're going to pick D string, G string, D string, E string, D, G. So D, G, D, E, D, G. So it will sound like this now. Don't stop me 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. Alright, so now we're gonna, if you have a crunch pedal or something, add a bit more distortion. So now I have a bit more crunch going on. You don't have to, okay? It depends how much crunch you want to add. If you're on acoustic, obviously it makes no difference. So what we do now, and for most of the song, is we just pump out down, 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 just loads of down strokes. Okay, so start with G5, then C5, 4 beats each, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this whole intro is going to sound like this. Play along with me if you want to, or just watch. After 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Tonight I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world is turning inside out, yeah. From running around in ecstasy, so don't stop me now. Stop me. And then you add your crunch, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Come into our verse. So for the verse, we're just gonna move this power chord shape around. So we start on fret 1 for F, fret 5 for A, then we move down for D. Okay, so because D5 is on the A string, you just push the first finger down a string. Okay, but the pinky can stay there to cover the other note. So we have F, A, D, G, C. Okay, you just count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I tend to change chord right on that last strum. I'm sort of changing. Okay, because it's quite hard to change super fast. So just change on the last strum of each bar. That's fine, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you just change on the 4 and you change on that last beat of each bar. Now, as you can see, it says ×2. So for every time we play the verse, we do this little section twice. Now, it's kind of strange because it's 5 bars. Music usually goes in sets of 4 bars. Another cool thing about this song is it's got a little bit of musical variation in it. So just move the power shape around. Now, you'll notice when I play this, I kind of imitate the piano a little bit. So instead of it being all one thing, I actually kind of go... you can hear I'm doing. The problem is I've listened to the song so many times, so I know what the piano's doing. So I can't stop my brain from kind of feeling what the piano's doing a bit and adding some accents in. You don't have to do that, okay? You can just keep it really simple, just bum 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 bum. That still sounds awesome, all right? I'm just feeling the music a bit more because I've got used to hearing the song. We do this part twice, right? Then we push on to oh, I'm burning through the sky, yeah. So for this part, I like to just strum once, the F chord. It's a little bit messy because of the distortion, but that's okay. Then we have F7. Okay, equally you can do up here, as long as you're getting that within there. I just do 4 beats each, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I go to B flat power chord, right? Now sometimes I like to add a couple of little notes in there, so I might go. So I just come up on the high notes. Down, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. Again, you don't have to do that. It's just decoration, right? Then we go to B flat. Call me Mr. Fahrenheit. Honor at the speed of light. I'm gonna make a supersonic man out of you. So now the D7 chord here. So we're doing our G5, D7. Okay, for the intro we just played a nice open chord here, didn't we? Oh. Okay, but now because we're in G5, we want to swap to something that's close by. So let's use this D7 shape. So have a look at this. Now it looks like the thumb's down. Okay, all I'm doing is resting the thumb on the E string to stop it from ringing out. Okay, because you don't want the extra E string, so the thumb rests on top and you get the D7 chord only. So these 4 strings are the only ones you want to be playing. Now at this stage you might be wondering if you don't know how to palm mute, you might be wondering how I'm getting such a soft sound. Because yours might sound like this. Okay, what actually happens is it's a bit softer than that. Alright, so if you get kind of the side of your hand on the palm and you rest it, you're not pushing it in aggressively, but you're just resting it on the strings. As you're picking, it becomes softer. So without, with, Alright, so this is called palm muting. You're just making it sound a bit softer. Okay, so you can do this for pretty much the whole song. Alright, apart from when you're playing like the F, F7, then we're back to palm muting. Alright. Now you could hear I took it away for that bit because I wanted to emphasize the ba da 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 da. Alright, so whenever you're emphasizing the ba 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 ba, alright, then maybe don't palm mute those hits, but when it's just the the flowy ongoing stuff, that can be palm muted. So again, we're going back and forth from G5 to D7. So practice this change. Get used to that. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, just practice that. Remember, you can change just after beat 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. 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 Now this final phrase. Alright, we're going to do fret 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it goes. Just practice with the first finger just so you get used to when it's changing. Then you can add the third and fourth if you want. Don't palm mute this part. You can if you want, but keep it louder. Now when I get to here, I do slide it down just in time for the next chorus, all right? So I'm keeping it there. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. So this verse part is gonna happen in the background of the guitar solo as well, right? So we've not just learned one part here, guys, we've learned a whole bunch of the song here. So let me just play this whole verse for you. Play with me if you want to, or just listen. Here we go, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gravity. And then again, not palm muting here, palm mute again. That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm going at the speed of light. I'm gonna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a... Alright, on to the chorus. So, really work on that verse, spend some time on it, because it happens again in the guitar solo. Okay, it also happens in the second verse, so that section is really important to learn, all right? You've learned a huge portion of the song. When we get to the chorus, we're gonna have, don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time, I'm having a ball. Stop me now if you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me having a good time, don't stop me cause I'm having a good time, don't wanna stop at all. Back into a second verse. So this chorus happens pretty fast, alright? We have these hits. Okay, so we're gonna play F, G, A, D. So 1, 3, 5, 5 again, but on the A string. Yeah, now we're copying the vocals here, right? Don't stop me now. So in between these hits, I actually bring my hand into the strings here just to make sure they're nice and short. So I play. Just watch this hand, watch what it does. You can see that to keep it short, I'm just kind of bringing it in, just making sure there's nice silences. Then you get more of an impact. Okay, you're gonna fit in with the song better. So again, we have F, G, A, D. Then we go straight back into the pumping out palm mute rhythm, right? So just be aware of when you can come back in here. We're gonna go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. On beat 2, you can come back in. Alright, then you continue with G5 and C5 as well. Yep. Then guess what? We do the whole thing again. Don't stop me now if you wanna have a good time, but D7 this time, just give me a call. Okay, so these two lines are the same, but we just have D7 instead of C5 at the end there. Now we have more hits, but it's a different order. This time it's going to be G, F, C, G. All right. Okay, and we add some more G5s, just pumping out, just to fill the space there. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's all it is. Then the last line, C, A flat. Okay, so to give yourself time to change to the A flat chord, you can just play that C5 once at the end. 1, 2, 3. In fact, I don't even play that last note sometimes. I just go 1 and 2 and 3 and, just so I have more time to change. So for A flat, it's exactly the same shape as we have for our B flat major shape, our F major shape. It's just a bar chord, right? You can use your thumb if you want to instead. It makes no difference. It's still an A flat. When we go 1, 2, 3, 1, ba, ba, ba. They're kind of in groups of 3. It's like going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so it's a little bit strange. They're kind of in this, not really triplets per se, but just sets of 3 eighth notes. So from our C, 1, 2, again, when you play along with the music, it makes much more sense. It's easier to think, oh, okay, yeah, I see what he means now. In isolation, it sounds a bit strange. All right, there you have it, guys. You've pretty much learned the whole song, okay? Because all that happens is we just repeat various sections, okay? So we have another verse, right? We have verse 2, then we have some drums, and then over the solo, we play verse 2 again, right? So just the verse part. Then we finished on a chorus, all right? So all you have to do is keep playing the chorus, verse, chorus, verse. That's why I say the song's fairly simple. Once you can learn the verse part, you learn the chorus part, you just keep repeating everything. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. Now, I just want to point out a few things to watch out for, because whilst it is just verse, chorus, there's a couple of things to watch out for, right? So after the second verse, we have this drum break before the guitar solo, right? So it's good to understand when we're playing, when we're not playing. Okay, so coming out of verse 2, all right, before we were playing Supersonic Man out of you, that's what we did last time. But when we're going into the drum break, we want to just cut that straight off. So it's going to sound like this for verse 2. I'm gonna make a supersonic man out of you. Okay, you can just slide it straight off, or you can even just cut it off with this hand. Don't stop me, don't stop me. All right, so you have just drums for 2 bars. Okay, so it goes da 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 cut. So we have those 2 bars of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Then we have the don't stop me part for 4 bars. Don't stop me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't stop me, have a good time, don't stop me, whoa. Alright, so just bear in mind that's what happens. Okay, now for the guitar solo, we just play the verse chords. It's just a verse he's soloing over. But if you want to add some extra effect, you want to make the guitar solo sound better, you can slide into the verse. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so coming into the guitar solo, we're going to do this epic rock slide. So coming into the guitar solo, the lyrics going, don't stop me, have a good time, don't stop me, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to do the slide on beats 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're coming in on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now all I do, I just slide the power chord shape down, or just 3rd finger. Okay, so you pick and then you just slide down quicker than that, obviously. If you go slowly, you can hear each fret, which sounds really odd, but you slide quickly, then it's better. Okay, try and make it last 1 beat or 2 beats. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, or you can do 2 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is how I do it. Okay, so try and do this with me. All right, so coming out the last part, don't stop me, have a good time, don't stop me, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, it's just the same as the verse that we did before, right? Call me Mr. Fahrenheit, bum 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 bum. I'm gonna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. Alright, then we finish with another chorus, right? The whole song finishes with the chorus. So very, very last thing to watch out for, right at the very end of the song, okay? Remember, last time, the first chorus we did, we were playing boom, 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 boom. On the A flat, they were in groups of 3, weren't they? This time, the A flats are gonna be boom, 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 boom. They're gonna be on the beat. So let me show you what this sounds like so you know what I mean. So right at the end of the song, don't stop me, I'm having a good time. Don't stop me cause I'm having a good time. Don't wanna stop at 1, 2, 3, 4. La da 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 da, la da da da. Then it goes back to the intro and it fades out, okay, with the piano. So the A flat, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, what I actually did was I just went 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and so you just do 4 strums on the beat, right? Again, it will make more sense when you're trying to play along. You can hear the drums doing it. Anyway, the wind blows. Alright, there you have it, guys. It's time for you to try to play along with me, play along to the actual song. Alright, the tab is going to be there with the guide. So any part that you struggle with, just hit the pause button, just practice it. That's all you have to do, right? You can even slow down the video, so you're basically playing to a slower version of the song. You just hit the settings, 0.75 speed, right? Makes it much easier in the beginning, or you just dive straight into the deep end, try and play the whole thing with me. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell icon too, alright? Thanks so much for watching, good luck with the play along, and I'll see you in my next lesson.